Carlos Yulo bagged a second gold medal in the Paris Olympics by winning the vault apparatus in the men's artistic gymnastics competition on Sunday, August 4. Vaulting with a difficulty of 6 in his first routine, Yulo tallied a score of 15.433. He was nearly flawless in his second with a lower degree of difficulty for a score of 14.8, giving him a final tally of 15.116, which was enough to fend off a charging Armenian former world champion. Armenia's Artur Davtyan, the last bet to vault, made it a suspenseful wait. Davtyan went home with the silver with a 14.996 total. Harry Hepworth, who set the pace early, fell to bronze, while his fellow Breton Jake Jarman was bumped off the podium after the Davtyan score was posted. Yulo, who earlier ruled the floor exercise event, became the first Filipino to ever win multiple medals in one Olympics. Meanwhile, Nesty Petesho is assured of a bronze medal after her win over China's Xu Zichun in the women's 57kg division in boxing. Another female boxer in Ira Villegas is also assured of a bronze, with EJ Obiena, the world's second-ranked pole vaulter, to shoot for gold on Wednesday, August 7. Transport groups in support of the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program hold their Unity Walk on Monday, August 5. Members of the Angat Kooperatiba at Korporasyon ng Alyansang Pilipino para sa Modernisasyon marched from Welcome Rotonda to the gates of Malacanang in Menjola as they urged President Bongbong Marcos not to heed the call of the 22 senators to suspend the PUVMP, now called the Public Transport Modernization Program. Metro Comet Transport Service Cooperative Chair Ed Comia earlier said the members were furious as they complied with the government's programs and are now being neglected. The groups also apologized to the public who would be inconvenienced by their protest, which they described as a show of force of the majority that supports the PUVMP. Meanwhile, Transport Group Manibela offers free rides as thanks to the senators who signed the resolution seeking the suspension of the PUVMP. Earlier, 22 senators filed a resolution pushing for the temporary suspension of the Public Transport Modernization Program, pending the resolution of valid and urgent concerns raised by the affected sector. Senate Resolution number 1096 cited the urgent need to thoroughly review and reassess the impact of the program on drivers and transport operators. Senator Robin Padilla has filed before the Supreme Court a petition seeking to resolve key issues in the 1987 Constitution. Specifically, the senator wants to resolve the question on whether the Senate and the House of Representatives should vote jointly or separately during discussions on the Charter's amendments. Padilla personally appeared before the Supreme Court's main building on Monday, August 5, and filed an instant petition seeking declaratory relief on Sections 1 and 3 of Article 17 of the Constitution. Section 1 of Article 17 in the Constitution specifies that constitutional amendments may be proposed by Congress upon a vote of 3/4 of all its members, while Section 3 of Article 17 states that Congress may call a constitutional convention by a vote of 2/3 of all its members or by a majority vote. But Padilla says he could not carry out his functions as chairman of the Senate Committee on Constitutional Amendments and Revision of Codes due to what he deemed ambiguities of the provisions. Padilla's petition seeks an authoritative declaration of the High Tribunal on several constitutional issues, including the specifics of the 3/4 vote, among others. According to Padilla, only the Supreme Court has the power to address what he called existing actual controversy. He adds that without the High Court's pronouncements, questions, as well as the unstable relations between the two houses of Congress, shall persist. On March 20, the House of Representatives approved on third and final reading the resolution of both houses number 7, a proposal to amend the 1987 Constitution's economic provisions. This resolution was patterned after the Senate's resolution of both houses number 6. Meanwhile, resolution of both houses number 6 is still pending in the upper chamber. Motorists can expect slightly cheaper petroleum products starting Tuesday, August 6, as oil firms will implement downward adjustments in the pump prices. In separate advisories, Shell Pilipinas and Sea Oil say the price of diesel would be reduced by 20 centavos per liter, while the price of kerosene would go down by 45 centavos per liter. Meanwhile, gasoline prices would dip by 10 centavos per liter. Tuesday's price movements would mark the fourth consecutive week of rollback in diesel and kerosene prices. The Department of Energy Oil Industry Management Bureau attributes the downward pressure to the weakening demand from China and the plans of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries to increase supplies in the world market.